The world hasn't been the same without Juice Wrld. The famous rapper and singer left us on December 8th, 2019, only a few days after his 21st birthday, and his passing was a devastating shock to fans all around the globe.
Hey guys, before we get into the video, make sure to enter our giveaway to win any of these prizes. All you gotta do is subscribe to the channel, comment the keyword, like the video, turn on post notifications, and most importantly, watch the whole video.
Born Jarad A. Higgins, the rapper suffered a seizure after his flight landed at Chicago's Midway Airport, and while he was rushed to the hospital, he unfortunately couldn't be saved. Juice Wrld's passing is shrouded in mystery, and there's even been eerie hints from the rapper that he was headed for an early grave. In fact, we have 5 ways in which his passing was actually predicted.
Do you want to win a brand new iPhone or a brand new MacBook Pro? Maybe you'd prefer a $500 Amazon gift card. Well, comment the hidden message in this video for a chance to enter to win.
He posted a super weird tweet before rising to fame. Juice Wrld is known for posting strange, almost cryptic tweets from time to time. But it was a tweet back in 2017 that made fans really speculate that there was more going on, especially after his untimely passing. Before the success of Lucid Dreams, which rose to the top 10 charts, and before he became popular on SoundCloud, Juice tweeted something really eerie. Fans have been retweeting it still, surrounding his passing, and pointing out how odd of a coincidence it is. The tweet stated, "My goal is to get overly famous, shine for a couple years, then fake my death." Fans hope that Juice did indeed achieve this, and is still around. The fact that he posted this so long ago means that if he did plan on doing it, then he has had a lot of time to achieve that. There's been plenty of musicians in the past who are believed to have faked their passing, such as Tupac or Michael Jackson, or most recently, XXXTentacion. Many fans speculate Michael Jackson faked his passing because he was in a lot of debt, and Tupac faked his because he had a lot of enemies. Only the future will tell if indeed that these famous musicians are still alive or not, but in today's world, it wouldn't be that much of a surprise if you think about it, really. If you had lots of money, you might consider it too.
Paradise. I'm actually FaceTiming, not FaceTiming, I'm slow. I'm on Instagram live from heaven. I made it, yo. I'm up here, boy. Forever.
Song lyrics to Paralysis might have hinted to his circumstances. Juice Wrld released a song called Paralysis, which is referencing how he suffers from sleep paralysis and sleep deprivation. Juice is a creative genius with 800 unreleased songs, so it's any wonder that he never did get any sleep with such an overactive mind. Juice discussed it candidly in an interview before his passing. He stated, "It's scary. You can be laying right next to somebody, and if they're not paying attention, they won't even know you're having it.
I can't take back the love that you gave me."
But you know the shadows weren't like about like people though? It's not about a person, no girl, no nothing.
What's it about?
Sleep paralysis.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
deal with that?
You know, I had it on the airplane and I woke up, my girl was sitting right next to me. I had it on the airplane recently and I woke up and I just grabbed her. I was like, oh, like.
One of the lyrics of the song suggests that maybe Juice knew about his passing before anyone else, which is, "I'm getting higher than high, so reality won't set in." Juice was in a plane when he had the seizure, and he was informed by his management team that the police were waiting for him as soon as he arrived. Being higher than high must clearly relate to being in a plane, and the reality obviously being that he was going to get arrested. Juice was desperate, and swallowed a load of narcotics in an attempt to hide evidence, even though he still had firearms and other paraphernalia on board the plane. He probably hoped that he would face less charges if he had hid the narcotics, but obviously he panicked, and it led to him going into a seizure. Juice's lyrics often told a story, and from this song, we can certainly deduce that something was definitely going on in the background. Sleep paralysis itself is a scary thing, and Juice was clearly tormented from the experience that he had. Juice Wrld had a song lyric that almost predicted this. In continuing with spooky lyrics, and this one is even more strange. When Juice released the 2018 single Legends, there was a dark lyric that almost predicted his untimely passing. "What's the 27 Club? We ain't making it past 21, Juice Wrld rapped. He passed away less than a week after he had turned 21. In fact, the entire passage of the song is oddly ominous, and fans have been pointing out the peculiar similarities to real life and the lyrics. For example, "What's the 27 Club? We ain't making it past 21. I've been going through paranoia, so I always gotta keep a gun. Damn, that's the world we live in now. Yeah, hold on, just hear me out. They tell me I'ma be a legend. I don't want that title now. 'Cause all the legends seem to die out. What the is this about?" It's true that many great rappers have passed away at the age of 21, such as Lil Peep. For a very long time, there was the 27 Club. a term used to describe musicians who passed away at the age of 27, such as Kurt Cobain and Amy Winehouse. But it seems now that it's at the age of 21. So Juice Wrld was very much aware that he too could pass away once he reached the age of 21. And for that reason, it's highly likely that he wrote the lyrics to the song suggesting this. Juice was living the life of a rock star before he passed away, so maybe he knew what was about to come. Juice isn't the only rapper who foreshadowed his passing. XXXTentacion posted a monologue on his Instagram channel months before he passed away, and his fans found it strikingly odd. The 20-year-old rapper said, "If worst thing comes to worst, and I die or and I'm not able to see out my dreams, I at least want to know that the kids perceived my message and were able to make something out of themselves and able to take my message and use it and turn it into something positive and to at least have a good life. If I'm going to die or ever be a sacrifice, I want to make sure that my life made at least 5 million kids happy, or they found some sort of answers or resolve in my life, regardless of the negative around my name, regardless of the bad things that people say to me."
Alright, let's say worst thing comes to worst, I die a tragic death or and I'm not able to see out my dreams. I at least want to know that the kids perceived my message and were able to make something of themselves and able to take my message and use it and turn it into something positive and to at least have a good life.
X was certainly a troubled individual, and many fans speculate that this video was a means for him to tell his fans that he was planning on bettering himself. His passing was tragic because he was robbed in broad daylight by armed men, and when he fought with one of his attackers, he got fatally wounded. The life of a rapper these days is paved with dangers, and you have to be so careful out there. So surely it would be safer to just pretend you passed away. Juice Wrld compared himself to John Lennon, who also died on December 8th. Sticking with strange lyrics, and in the popular song All the Girls Are the Same, Juice Wrld raps the lyrics, "I'm a jealous boy, really feel like John Lennon." So what does John Lennon have to do with this? Well, fans have pointed out that John Lennon passed away on the same day as Juice Wrld 39 years ago, outside of his New York apartment. John Lennon may have passed away almost 40 years ago, but his legacy still lives on. In fact, there's a popular tourist spot in Prague, Czech Republic, called the John Lennon Wall, in which fans come and write lyrics on the wall. Juice was a big fan of John Lennon, so it's no surprise that he would include him in the lyrics, but it's still really odd how big of a coincidence that there is. Another crazy similarity between Juice and John Lennon is that they both predicted at what age they would pass away. John Lennon even predicted how he was going to pass away too. He told a reporter in 1965, "We'll either go in a plane crash or we'll be popped off by some loony." He also said in the same interview, "I don't intend to be performing Flea anymore. I was the Dreamweaver, but although I'll be around, I don't intend to be running at 20,000 miles an hour trying to prove myself. I don't want to die at 40. John was slain by fanatic Mark David Chapman 15 years later after the interview, and 2 months after he had just turned 40. Fans have been making seizure TikToks to Juice WRLD's song Lucid Dreams. Now this is undoubtedly the strangest coincidence surrounding Juice's passing, and fans were first to point this out as soon as he passed away. For around a month before Juice WRLD passed away, fans have been using the TikTok app to share videos of themselves doing the Lucid Dreams challenge. The aim of the challenge was to dance to the rapper's song and then fake a seizure when the music skips or stops. Juice passed away due to a seizure at Chicago Airport, and the fact that fans had been faking seizures are eerily similar. It all seems really grim and strange. This is super weird and ominous, as Juice WRLD died from a seizure at Chicago Airport. Fans faking the similar circumstances to Juice WRLD's death up to a month before it happened just seems so strange and grim. We have no explanation for this, it's just a weird coincidence. But check out this video that was posted over a month before the rapper's death.
I have these lucid where I can't move a thing, thinking of you and my.
We would like to take this opportunity to recommend that viewers learn how to deal with a seizure in the event that you witness someone having one. Juice WRLD's passing was extremely tragic, but we would like to point out some interesting facts in his short time as an artist. Back in 2018, he freestyled for over an hour on Tim Westwood TV. The video is still viral to this day. The video showcases just how talented Juice WRLD is, and there are rumors that he has over 800 unreleased songs.
Okay, let's skate. Bad bitch finna come my way. Going 90 when I'm on the highway. Can't go high without the high. Ay.
Juice WRLD was discovered on SoundCloud as Juice the Kid. Juice wrote Lucid Dreams in under 15 minutes. The song led to him getting a nomination for an MTV Music Video Award. Juice is self-taught in trumpet, guitar, piano, and drums. Juice's mom didn't want him listening to hip-hop, but he was allowed to listen to rock and pop. He learned of hip-hop from his cousins. Juice chose his name after watching a movie called Juice, which starred late rapper Tupac. Juice was a big fan of emo and rock music. He even idolized the Tony Hawk's Underground soundtrack. Well, don't we all? He was loved and respected by many other artists, including Ellie Goulding, Lil Nas X, and Brandon Urie from Panic at the Disco, who was a big influence to Juice.
Hey, yeah. Lights, camera, action. Pull up with a bad bitch. If you wanna sex, showing me the cash app. Hey, don't expect me to pick my phone when you call. I've been working, I've been serving extra. Yeah, we with the extra.